How does Europe win? It starts by not screwing things up. Keep Rahm and Garcia together, have them both play sessions. That could be 2 points right there, which would be their entire output from day one. They need McIlroy to show up. They need Poulter to wake up. They need Tommy Fleetwood to not have the yips. I mean, everyone just has to raise their game a little bit. It's that simple. They can do it. They have to get within 2 or 3, because if they're down 4 or 5, it's over. US is too deep for singles. You know, it could actually happen, especially if the US has a big lead heading into 4 balls tomorrow afternoon. Give the people what they want. I mean, this is entertainment. Come on. Bryson was a tower of strength, and the way he showed up against Jon Rahm, world number 1, had to earn the respect of Brooks Koepka and everybody else. I could see it happening, because why not? We're here to have fun, and if this thing's a blowout, we're going to need fun. Power is an advantage on every course in any conditions, and the US is longer, stronger, brawnier, more macho, more masculine. So yes, they have an advantage on big, bad Whistling Straits, but you know, they definitely putted better than Europe. It seemed like they were more adroit around the greens. I mean, Europe can play this golf course and they can win on this golf course, but they've just got to be better, more efficient, and they got to hold the putts. It's just that, you know, length helps, but it's more to it than that. It took big brass ones for Steve Stricker to bench Koepka, Spieth, Morikawa, put out the likes of Harris English and Tony Finau in the same group. If those guys laid an egg, we would have been killing Stricker. But since they brought home a point and the stars got to rest, and they're going to be fresher for day 2 and for singles, and yes, it's genius. Steve Stricker is the god, but it all comes down to players making the strategy work, and some of the lesser lights did. So all praise to Stricker and his players. I'm getting killed by the rain. We're going umbrella. Yeah, I mean, Lowry, he tried. You know, he was gesticulating and snorting out there, trying to show some life. Rory, he just laid an egg, man. It looked like Thursday at the Masters. He had no spunk, no spirit, no swagger. I know he cares, but it was dispiriting to see him have such little mojo and game. No bueno. We need Leona. Well, about midway through the afternoon round, I called JT Europe's MVP because he was putting points on the board for Europe. I'm going to blow away like Mary Poppins here. But he salvaged his reputation a little bit on the back 9. That eagle on 16 was super macho. Long putt, kept US in it. So big half point for JT. But yeah, he was the weak link for a lot of the day. Pretty scary for Europe if Justin Thomas wakes up tomorrow. So I talked to some European players late in the day, and they were steaming about the fan behavior. Everyone expects the U.S. crowd to be partisan, to be noisy, but they just felt like the line got crossed when, you know, making noises, coughing, stuff like that, when guys were over the ball trying to hit putts or shots. And we don't need that. Where's Wisconsin nice? Come on, man. It just puts bad energy into the whole thing. The U.S. is going to win this with or without bad fan behavior, so clean it up, Wisconsin. Well, Tiger always brought a weird energy to the team room, at least before he met the fire hydrant. Phil was a team player, but just could never bring out his best golf. Either he was trying too hard or whatever it was. So this is definitely a transitional moment for the Ryder Cup. 6 rookies for the U.S., but a ton of talent in that group. And that's what's scary, is there's been a changing of the guard, and this younger, hungrier group with no scar tissue looks really, really tough. So not a coincidence. Not to be a name dropper, I was walking the 18th hole with Steph Curry. We were talking about golf, you know, a couple guys who like golf, a couple guys like basketball, just, you know, talking. And he went down. He was slip sliding on this muddy spot. And like, I'm a Warriors fan. I've been a Warriors fan since Joe Barely Cares in the 80s. And I was like, oh my God, I just killed Steph Curry. But he made it up. But yeah, it's perilous out there. I mean, Shane Lowry, big man down. It's freaking dangerous out here. Wear your golf spikes if you got them. I mean, I've never seen Bryson happier than today. The crowd was behind him. He was just surfing on that energy. And of course, people want to like Bryson. Chicks dig the long ball. He's reinventing the sport. It's fun to watch. I mean, it's crazy. 417 yards on a par 5. He had a flip wedge in. Like, what's not to love? And finally, you know, people have let go of the Brooks weirdness and all that, and they're cheering for him, and he's having fun, and he's firing up the whole crowd. So good for Bryson. Oh, Michael, you notice it's raining now, huh? Is it because I'm drowning like a rat? Is it the umbrella that I've been fighting with? Yeah, it's raining now. It makes the course play longer. That does not help Europe. The US has a power advantage. However, there's no question the Americans putted better today. And if the green speed changes by a foot or foot and a half, maybe that throws them off. Maybe Europe, used to those grainy, slow greens over there, does find something. So at this point, they'll take anything that helps. And maybe this helps. Who knows? The captains are relying so much on data and metrics now that they're hesitant to deviate from the plan. I was talking to Sergio Garcia's wife afterwards, and I said, I can't believe your guy sat. And they broke up the team. She's like, it's the plan. We got to follow the plan. They're like slaves. The plan. We must follow the plan. It takes the captain off the hot seat. I think they're afraid of making a mistake in the heat of the moment, but sometimes you got to follow your gut. That's why you're there. So interesting strategy.